What it is, y'all? It is your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back at you with more Danmachi. Now, today, I want to try out Record Buster. I'm not really giving my hand at Record Buster because I'm waiting to grab Hestia, but the problem is my Hestia Adventurer unit. Let's go ahead and sort this by Adventure Hestias because there's only one. Well, she needs some work. Let's go ahead and just finish up her levels here real quick. Thought I'd already done this, but apparently I hadn't. So, let's go. Come on. Just go. Just go. Don't be like this. Level up. There we go. I legit thought I had already done this, but that's alright. Max that beast out. Let's go. So, the biggest problem with my Adventure Hestia is I've only got one bond. She's +1. Now, the good news is, this is good news, I do have at least one Prism bond that I can easily and quickly obtain. So I'm not worried about that. I can get her +2 pretty quickly. But if I'm honest, +2 is not going to get me to my Record Buster goals this time around. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to summon for Hestia. The problem I've got is, well, I have expended all those summons. I'm done. Got no summons left. So I said I wasn't going to do it, but I'm going to make an exception. I am going to go ahead and hit Hestia's OnlyFans and see if we can get a little something. If we can get 2, I can probably make it work. But we know we're going to get 1 at the end. If I can get an extra one, great. If I can get like 2 extras, I know not impossible, but that'd be like the perfect scenario. That said, each and every one of these extra ones that goes by that's not a Hestia unit, those probabilities go further and further down. If I only get 1 out of here, which I know is really the general idea, but if I only get 1, I'm actually going to be a little distraught because that's not going to give me what I need to succeed in Record Buster. And it looks like it is not in the mood. Be Hestia? Okay. Is that the last one? That is son of a diddly. Well, that was most assuredly a thing. So, let's go in here, and I don't remember what his ailments are. Not inventory. Let's go back here to the news, which is what I thought I hit. Record Buster. And we are doing... He will attack with Thunder Attack. He doesn't do any ailments. That's right. I forgot Finn doesn't do ailments. So, let's go back in here to Record Buster. So I did a couple mods to our team here. Hestia is still only +3, and that is unfortunate, but I did max her out. I do plan to actually, max out her Ascension. I do plan to give her the last bonds at some point, but this is literally the final Prism bond that I've got, basically under me at the moment. And shamefully, I even did an extra pull on the banner, which I tell you guys never to do. And the exact reason I tell you never to do it is because, well, I got nothing from it. I literally got all 2 stars with a 3-star at the end. It was really bad. Now, he is down 60% to Earth, so we're going to debuff Earth a little bit more. But for now, we're going to see what she's capable of here. She is going to be a mainline unit. She's definitely going to be a major part of this team. Either way, honestly, because she's the one who's going to remove strength and magic buffs. So, at the end of the day, she's still very useful. I mean, remember, she does 100% Earth rate and 100% SA gauge charge. All she really needs is the buff from Finn. Remember, Finn's going to come in and give 150% strength buff. Strength and magic buff, technically. Well, for her magic, for everyone else strength. But is she strength or is she magic? I swear she's magic. Could be wrong, though. Easy way to find out. Yeah, magic. So basically, she's going to come in and give it, or Finn's going to come in at the last stage of the game and give everybody that big, massive buff. So we're going to be good there. But basically, for now, we're just going to utilize what we've got. So let's go ahead and consider, we'll go ahead and basically continue with our debuff stack here. Now, I got an interesting choice to make here. Okay. Ally status buff plus 2 turns. I think I'm going to do the single target debuff. It's going to get us some early damage out. It's not really going to affect anything late game, but it just, like I said, does help us get some early damage. Now, you will see we are in a bit of a world of hurt here. In fact, Hestia is not doing very well. I really should have done Otaro's skill 3 on turn 2. I took a bit of a gamble here not doing that. And while I normally wouldn't do Geosurge on this turn, remember, Geosurge will remove Aisha's strength buff, but next turn, remember, Finn's going to buff. And when he buffs everybody. Everybody gets 150% strength, 150% magic. So while she does remove it on this turn after that, she's going to get it right back. So we have 2 turns we can hit with Geosurge, which is going to be really nice. Okay? I can also do this skill 3 with Hestia, and while that is going to cost us a lot of MP, it's really not going to be the end of the world. So, yeah, we're all doing skill 3 across the board. We really need Haruhime to do her counter heal. Thank you, girl. That was not her counter heal. Oof. Well, now what we need to do here, okay? So we've got a situation where Finn has buff, strength, and magic, so we've got to remove that. The only one on the team that can remove it is Hestia. But remember, Hestia gets enough SA gauge charge. We can afford to do this every turn now, or every 4 turns now. So it's really not that big of a deal. Also, remember, he is going to remove at the end of this turn. So while, yes, normally we wouldn't want to do Geosurge on this turn, we do have a 150% strength buff down here. So, and since it gets removed at the end of this turn, we're fine. Now, we don't want to do it on turn 12, obviously, for obvious reasons. But doing it on this turn, not that big of a deal. So we're going to do Geosurge once again. And that's just basically Otaro's biggest hit. So we're going to take that. And let's go. Now, we didn't buff Sheikah, the basically that really big... I have not watched her essay yet. Her essay is actually kind of awesome. I'm not going to lie. We didn't do that big buff with Haruhime, but we're going to basically do that next turn. So not the end of the world, to be fair. Boom. Good stuff. And now he shouldn't be able to deal too much damage, but we are taking a good bit of damage, though. Although Haruhime is doing her counter, so that's going to be good. All right, go Finn. I wish you could skip the enemy's essay. Like, that'd be so nice, because it would save so much time. Whatevs. It is what it is. Boom. And Hestia takes a lot of damage here. Like, a lot of damage. I haven't ascended her armor yet. I need to, but I just don't have the items to do it. So I'm going to have to do a lot of farming tomorrow before our stream so I can get that done. But that said, we do need to rebuff with everybody because, as you'll see here, everything's been nullified. Like, everything's been nullified. With the exception of the extra actions. There's nothing anybody can do about that, but neither here nor there. We're going to start over with our buff stack. And honestly, that's alright. You'll notice that Finn's debuffs are gone too, so we'll have to re-implement the debuffs. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do Annihilation Rift here just because we need a big debuff on this foe. And that gives me an opportunity to use Sheikah. Now, that does nullify 1 turn of Otaro's damage, but it's going to be fine. It's not going to really affect us. And because Hestia is in such a dire state, I think it's just going to be better all around for us. Now, we did get the counter heal from Haruhime, so that's very good. We need that. And that then means that we need to go rebuff Otaro. Like I said, not the end of the world. It just kind of is a thing. Alright, and if you're wondering why I'm using skill 2 with Aisha, because honestly, basically the build would be a 1-2-3 build. Now, while she doesn't do any debuffs on this turn or anything like that, remember, she needs to do skill 3 on turns 3 and 4 each time. Because on turn 3, she's going to basically remove her own strength buff. She's going to have that big buff from Finn, and then she's going to hit again. So it's going to be very handy. I mean, extremely handy. So here we go. And I think that's it's a slow skill. It's a slow skill too. So basically she removes everything at the end of the turn anyway. So it doesn't affect her counters. It doesn't affect anything like that. It's just the best course of action. If I actually did it on this turn, I would have to rebuff on the next turn. And that does mean basically that's like 2 turns where I don't really have buffs. And I really want to make sure we've got those buffs. So We're going to do skill 2, skill 2, skill 1, and skill 3. Let's go. Now, you will notice that basically everything we're doing here is just to survive turn 4. And that's honestly just because Hestia is in such a dire state. I really need to ascend her armor. She is using Thundercoats. Everybody's using Thundercoats. Everybody's using their weapons. Hestia's weapon is ascended, but not fully upgraded, because once again, I'm really low on those items. I need to farm the hell out of those items tomorrow. But neither here nor there. We're back up to doing our skill 3s, except for Otaro, who's doing skill 2. He's one turn behind just because he did that big debuff, but that debuff is so necessary. Like, it is an acceptable risk. As good as Otaro's damage is, it's just a risk that we can afford to take. So, all right, Otaro's up to skill 3. Hestia is going to once again do her SA, and pretty much everything else is what it is. Now, the really nice part, if you're paying attention here, we're basically never going to need to do Haruhime's SA. So that's the good news. We already know what she does. Let's see what kind of damage she does. I didn't pay attention last time. 1.2 mil. So she's doing 1.2 mil at +3. So she's very viable. Yeah, she's +3 now. Very viable. I really, 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 really want to see what she can do when she's maxed out, but well, unfortunately, I have to wait till the stream tomorrow to make that happen. I've got to do some farming, like I have repeatedly said. Probably like the 3rd or 4th time now I've said it. I'm not rooting for Finn. Don't root for Finn, brain. Oh! That, to me, kind of confirms that Hestia is not going to survive turn 12, which is unfortunate. But you know what? It is what it is. We're going to go back in here. We're going to rebuff and debuff. I'm going to go ahead and once again debuff with Otaro, because I feel like if I don't, we're probably not going to survive. That's okay. We're going to build up an SA gauge charge, and we're going to kind of see what kind of damage we can do here. Thank you, Haruhime. Jeez. I was like, please counter, because I really do not want to remake this video. If she didn't counter, we'd be in a major, major, major world of hurt. All right. So, we're going to go ahead and do skill 2 again. We cannot do skill 3 with Aisha at this moment. That's fine. Not the end of the world. If I can get it next turn, I'll be golden. We do get some SA recharge. You know what? I'm going to do a basic attack on this turn. I actually probably should have been doing that going forward. I didn't even think we were going to run out that quickly. But I'm going to do a basic attack on this turn just to save us a little bit of time. That probably would have saved me about 50 MP, and I would have been able to do it. So if you're kind of building a team like this, you do need to be a little more mindful with your MP than I've been. So basically, instead of being a 1-2-3 build, should be a 1, base attack, 3-3 build. And that, yes, is very MP heavy, but remember, we're not going to use her skill 3 again until the very last turn. We're basically going to use turn 11, and then I think turn 11. I believe turn 11. I have to see when Finn buffs. I don't recollect, but at least like the next major time that I'm looking forward to it is 11, and then the end of the match. So let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. Okay. Skill 2, skill 1, skill 3. Let's go. All right. We didn't get... Oh, that's right. I took the MP assist off the team. That's hurting Aisha. I need an MP assist, and I forgot that I took her off the team. So Aisha's not going to get another one of those. So once again, a mistake that I made in my team build. It's because I didn't max out the new Lily, and so I took her off the team. I meant to fit her in as a sack unit, and I haven't. So once again, there's going to be a lot more damage available when we build the final version of this team. But the main thing here is just to see how Hestia does. And thus far, I'm actually fairly impressed. Not going to lie. All right. In fact, I probably could take her into difficulty 5 and just get like a quad essay and see what she does, but I'm not going to do that at the moment. All right. I am not getting any... I'm just going to do base attack here. I'm going to continue doing base attack until we get our big buff, because I feel like we'll be able to get more out that way. All right. skill 3, skill 2. And I was right, Finn does not buff on turn 11. He buffs at the end of turn 11, beginning of turn 12. So if you have Aisha built correctly and supported with MP support, which I clearly did not do, you will very easily be able to afford the situation. Basically what I'm saying is don't make the stupid mistakes that I make. Alright, so turn 12 really is the turning point in the match. No pun intended. But we do need to do Hestia's essay again. I'm going to continue doing a base attack with Aisha because she's basically got 2 big attacks left. I guess I could get them out whenever I get them out. Let's see. Actually, she does single target plus 25%. And I forgot about that. So we could actually have gotten that out a little bit earlier. I believe Otarl's... Let's see what Otarl's attack is. Self-counter rate plus 60%. No, we don't need that. Let's go and do Aisha's. I actually, in hindsight, probably should have done Aisha's much earlier. That's fine. Let's see what a double SA does here. Okay. Aisha gets 245. Nice. And remember, Hestia is only plus 3. 1.6. So some good hits out of Hestia. I expect a lot out of Hestia when she's maxed. Like I said, her weapon is only level 72. Ooh, is Aisha going to croak? No. Unexpected development. Now, Hestia doesn't have the defenses. But Aisha's got really low health. Everybody survived. What? I didn't watch Haruhime's. Once again, if I had the MP assist, we'd be fine here. Somebody's going to die. Probably Aisha and Hestia. So I'm going to go ahead and do basically their big attacks. See what we can get out. Remember, Finn doesn't have his magic buff, strength or magic buff, but everybody else has it. Everybody else has those buffs. So we're good to go. Problem is, Haruhime is not. She's going to do counter. Oh, Aisha's surviving. Oh. Unexpected development. Man. All right. Well. We'll take this up to an essay on turn 15. So, Hestia almost won. Almost survived. So, realistically, had I had the MP assist, we would have definitely, without question, had Hestia to the end. So this actually might not be a terrible score. Not going to be great. But if I had an MP assist, if I had Hestia's weapon ascended and all that, we would have a much, much, much better score. But even if you have Hestia plus 3, I think she's going to be extremely viable. Ooh, look at that. Not bad. Not bad. I do want to point out, I did mess up earlier. Aisha needed to do her essay a lot earlier. There's a lot more damage left on the table with this team. I will have to go through and play this a little bit more. But for now, that's going to be the video. Like, comment, and share. Be back with more Danmachi really soon.